You know what? The more that I sit and stew about the fact that Gypsy Rose Manson was invited to speak remotely at Oxford University, the more aggravating it becomes. Because at the end of the day, having her on there is not helping to normalize free speech. All you're doing is normalizing murder. Now, we know that Gypsy doesn't really care for advocating, but this opportunity was not highly publicized. In fact, the time Gypsy had posted this, it had already happened, which means that a lot of people in this community didn't even know that it was happening and may just be finding out right now. That's right. Gypsy Rose Manson was invited to be a 2026 Trinity Term speaker for Oxford. You know, Oxford known for debating. Now, I'm assuming they already deleted this post because when I try to go to it, it doesn't work. Gypsy's theme was brokenness and beauty. Non-members were welcome at this event, and the cost was £12.50 or 16 US dollars. I find it extremely disappointing that a convicted murderer was invited to the most prestigious debating society. And pay attention to the expressions on these faces. They are realizing just how effing weird Gypsy is in real time, wondering why is this lady who killed her mom up there on the Zoom. So I'm trying to get the recording. I emailed them. What do you think she was talking about up there? You think she was talking about her mom and Munchausen by proxy? Another thing that I found to be interesting is they had to resend some invites for the 2026 Trinity term because the new president stated that they strongly condemn racism, misogyny, and all other forms of discrimination, and are dedicated to harboring an inclusive and welcoming atmosphere with transparent governance and open decision-making. The union have been outspoken in asserting their commitment to free speech, which may involve platforming controversial figures such as Abby Lee Miller, citing that all of the events stated on the term card posted at the beginning of week 1 have been canceled, causing the union to cancel many planned events, such as the first ever panel to be conducted via Ouija board with guest speakers Adolf Hitler, Jeffrey Epstein, and Ted Bundy. Scheduled for week 5 was a member-only debate on the motion. The House believes that racism isn't that bad, honestly. So was the takeaway from that supposed to be racism bad, murder good? Why on earth are you supporting a murderer? And I have been checking their page ever since I knew this was going to happen. And for some reason, Oxford Union has not uploaded what they did, the work they did, I guess you could say, with Gypsy Rose Manson. Now, ever since Gypsy said she was going to take a step back and use her PR team to upload the content, rumors have been swirling that it's not a real PR team at all. That, in fact, she's using Rogi's wife for PR, allegedly. Yeah, Rogi, that one that was sending pictures of his ween to Ken's sister. And Gypsy's doing her typical pattern. She mentions the PR team and starts deleting stuff from her social media. And as you can see, she deleted her promotion and her videos that she did with Bob. Oh no, Bob, what happened? Did you tell her you're not going to help her get her podcast up and going? No, but honestly, it's really more about the fact that Gypsy doesn't care about getting the truth out or advocacy. She wants to make believe influencer. And most influencers don't want to talk about the tough topics. Gypsy Rose just wants to have fun, which could be part of the reason why the Oxford thing is also no longer on her social media. Or it could just be maybe something happened on that Zoom call that we really need to learn about. Maybe something Gypsy doesn't want getting out. The Oxford Union is the world's most prestigious debating society with a tradition of hosting internationally prominent individuals across politics, academia, and popular culture. Founded in 1823 at a time when the University of Oxford restricted students from discussing certain topics. The union continues to uphold the principle of free speech through the exchange and debate of a wide range of ideas and opinions presented by a diverse range of speakers, some inspiring, others controversial. As we celebrate 200 years of free speech during our bicentenary year of 2023, we reaffirm our commitment to our integral values values and also our belief that the discussion of complex topics should not only be encouraged, but is an essential element of any free society. While I do agree to the ending of that statement, WTF does that have to do with Gypsy Rose Manson? Well, I've got to go finish putting tinsel in my hair. Thank you guys so much for watching. For the discussion in the comments below, what do you think the motive was for having Gypsy Rose Manson at Oxford Union? She knows nothing about debate or anything else for that matter. And what's going on with all this Rose and Chewy shit with Sal's? You see, I'm the type that doesn't want to be directly involved or in the middle of drama because I don't put myself in those kinds of situations, but I'm still nosy as hell and I want to talk about what's going on. I just don't think it's fair for people to want to cancel individuals just because they're not outraged at what was said by Chewy. And I'm not defending anyone, but it's not like he murdered his mom in her bed.
Guys, that last shot done me
Really?
in.
Yeah.
Please know that it is the end. Chop the shit up, mask